So now it looks like my recording is in progress.
Well, so Amy, did you just click on that, Amy? Yeah. So Amy just told it to start recording.
Okay. So it's telling me this meeting is being recorded by the host or a participant.
Yeah, but we've got to give that participant the ability to record.
Yeah, so right now, Amy and I have.
Yeah, I thought you did that in the participant list.
Me too.
That you clicked on the name and it gave you an option to go to more and then allow to record.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the participant list, it shows you to mute, or then there's the little camera there.
Right, yeah, so.
Click out of there. Go to him. Okay, click right there. Click it again.
Okay.
Now is Glenn able to?
Well, so I canceled my request.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I can see on the participant list that he has the ability to record though.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you have to do it like on the each individual.
I
it'll
think
come
you
up
do.
if you have to click the name.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Yeah, it still says please give the host.
Well, I just clicked in
You'll
again.
have to give permission each
Yeah.
time. But that's probably the way you want it.
Yes, I'll have to give you permission each time.
Is it okay that I shut this?
Yeah, I'll just let you when she asks if you will do that, please.
I sure will.
Okay, thanks. Okay, we got it. Got it figured out.
Looks like we have a crowded house tonight.
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
sir.
Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
I think we'll go ahead and proceed. So first step of action, I would like to call the City of Burns Mill Board of Alderpersons regular meeting for August 3rd, 2022 to order. First call of business would be the Pledge of Allegiance. So if everybody would please follow me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God,
indivisible,
liberty and justice.
justice for all.
Very good, thank you. All right, next item on the agenda here is roll call. Let me make this a little bit easier to see, at least for me. So I like that. All right, so Bob Prado,
Here.
Galen Harrison,
Here.
LaVenture,
Here.
Mary Shebley,
Here,
Cindy Davies. Cindy, if you're there, you're muted. Now we'll
She's
step on to
here.
Robin. Robin Harris, are you here?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So I think Cindy is there. She may be
Cindy's
having.
here, but yeah, she's
Yeah.
muted.
Yep. So story of everybody's life these days on web meetings.
There, I just unmuted her.
There, we can hear you now,
We
Cindy.
can.
We understand you're here. Thank you very much. All right, moving on to item number 2 on the agenda. Is there anything we need to amend on the agenda, or can we approve it as submitted, Deb?
Approve as submitted.
All right.
I'll
Motion, please.
approve the agenda as submitted.
Second.
Bob,
Hi.
Galen,
Aye.
Glenn,
Yes.
Mary,
Aye.
Cindy,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
All right. Item 3, we have 2 different minutes that we need to review. The first set of minutes was from the June 15th, 2022 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve
We-
minutes.
The only thing that I saw that needed to be fixed on that is the adjournment. It's got Bob Prado voting aye when he was excused. So there's two things there. So-
Okay.
Shepley was excused and Prado says aye, so it's got to be reversed.
Oh, I wasn't there. We're on the June.
Yeah, you were there.
15th minutes.
You were there.
You were there, Mary. You were there, but Bob wasn't.
Right,
So Bob couldn't have given an aye.
right.
So you say.
He joined just in time to adjourn.
Yeah.
All right. I will change that.
Well, then at that point, I would say I make a motion to approve the agenda for the June 15th, 2022 meeting as amended.
I second.
Bob,
Abstain.
Galen,
Aye.
Glenn,
Yes,
Mary,
Aye.
Cindy,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
Okay, then reviewing the minutes from the July 20th, 2022 meeting.
I'll move to approve those minutes.
Second.
I second.
Bob,
Abstain.
Galen,
Aye.
Glenn,
yes,
Mary,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
Aye.
All right, then moving on to item 4, city warrants.
Excuse me just a minute. Robin will need to abstain on that
Yes.
as well.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
All right. Now moving on to item 4, city warrants and financials for August 3rd, 2022. So we're looking at a warrant list in the total of $13,345.98.
So I just had a question about what Civic Plus is.
That's our website. So that's our annual website hosting fee.
You mean to do the Zoom meetings and everything?
No,
No.
for our city website, our burnsmill.org
Oh,
website.
okay.
They maintain it and everything, is that correct?
They do. Well, we maintain it. We change all the information. It's just their software to host it.
Right, they built it, yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have any.
You do the content, they do the website.
Correct.
Yeah, they spin it up for us and keep running, and we can do the day-to-day changes to it.
And then what's the healthy PC? What was that for?
That is
I thought we just got new equipment.
yeah, new equipment and for any IT that we need.
I
Was
think there was some other work they had to do with some personnel changes that happened. They had to be brought in to secure some accounts, I think, and to review.
Okay. Understood.
Let me go back down to it so we know the total. So any other questions, or can I get a motion for approval of warrants in the total of $13,345.98?
I'll make a motion to approve warrants in the amount of $13,345.98.
I'll second.
Bob,
Aye.
Galen,
Aye.
Glenn,
Yes,
Mary,
Aye.
Cindy,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
All right, very good. Thank you. Moving on to item 5, recognitions, proclamations. I don't believe we have any recognitions or
We
anything
have
along
none.
that lines. Okay. So then moving on to item 6 here, old business, animal control.
So I just wanted to keep this on the agenda. Chief continues to look for someone someone that can help us out on this, as well as Mary and Bob and Allison. So far, we still have nobody.
Well,
But I just wanted to keep that on there. Just
I found a state organization that's that basically trains a lot of these people, and they won't return my emails. This is a bad thing for me to be in, or a bad place for me to be right now. I can't get anybody to help if I end up with a vicious dog. I have no idea what I'm going to do.
So let me jump in here, Allison, real quick. We had a situation on, was it Monday, Frank? I think that we had a baby fawn that was injured, that was staying around our place and wouldn't leave. It had been around here for a week, and it had a rear leg that had got caught in barbed wire. So I called Frank because my wife Julie had called many places trying to get some type of assistance from somebody, and nobody would want to commit to doing anything with helping out with the baby deer. But Frank gave me a number from Officer Schaefer, who they had utilized last week, I think was for removal of a deer that had gotten injured on the road. And so I called them, and they immediately responded. They were actually down at Circle K, came out and helped secure the little fawn that was injured. We had to chase it around the yard, and they actually were able to capture it and look at it, and got it in the cage, and were able to take it off of our hands, because we didn't certainly want it to die here, and we wanted it to try to be treated and hopefully recover. I've not heard back from them yet, but they were very nice. I think they're with Wildlife Rescue was the name on the side of the truck. And from speaking to the gentleman, they're contracted through Jefferson County. So I'm planning on calling them back tomorrow just to get status on the baby fawn, but furthermore, to talk to them about if they would consider contracting with Burns Mill to provide services on a time and material type basis. You know, if we have, rather than have a standing contract with them, how much would it cost to take a dog away or something along that line? So it may be a avenue for us to use, because they're local in Jefferson County, and he acknowledged the fact that they really technically can't work in the cities, but he told me, he said, if you call and report the deer that's just laying on the high side of Highway 21, they can get a case number, and they would able to remove it. So in the case with us on Monday, they just did it because we'd called and couldn't get through to Jeff County Animal Control, first of all, to get a case number. But I think this may be an avenue to pursue that might help out with Frank's issue, because I know it's difficult. Any type of vicious animal, it's going to be hard to contain, Frank. So possibly more to come. Allison, did you have something to comment on? Or
no, I was really just going to suggest again that you go talk to the council at a meeting at some point, but I would follow up with this lead first and then see where that gets us.
Yeah, I can't see them charging us $1,000 a dog or something crazy like that. If it's a reasonable fee, we just utilize them. And Frank, how many situations I know it's hard to forecast or say, but on an average per month, do you have 1 or 2 situations like this where you'd consider having to call them, or is it more? Or?
No, it would be, I mean, I want to knock on wood when I say this, but probably every 4 or 5 months. It's not that often, but I have to have a way to deal with something like this. The officers don't have the training. We don't have the tools. I've been trying to meet with a vet about, I think it was Glenn or Bob. Glenn, I think you brought up the idea about the dart gun.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get those dart guns, but what you can't get is the drug that goes in those dart guns. It's a controlled substance. And a vet has to prescribe that, and very few vets prescribe that. So I've been trying to get a meeting with the vet up here at High Ridge. We haven't been able to get something scheduled. So I'll try again tomorrow with that. But that has to be, I guess, prescribed. And,
Sure.
So, and then you run into the deal. Well, what amount do you use for a small dog compared to a large dog? And I don't know. This has just got bad written all over it, and I really need a tool to help.
Yeah. Well, hopefully these guys will be able to assist. And like I say, they were very professional. They were dressed nice. They had a nice truck, and they were able to immediately come in and, remediate the situation for us.
Yeah. I mean, most of the animal problems I can take, care of in a reasonable manner. I have a very good relationship with Open Door and with God's Grace Animal Rescue, and they've been very helpful with these types of calls. But on emergency type things, I've got to have somebody that I can call for this. So, thank you.
All right. Well, let's keep this on the agenda under old business and not lose focus on it. So. All right, moving on to item 7, new business. I don't believe we have anything there.
No new business.
Item 8, legislation unfinished, nothing there. So we'll move to item number 9, legislation new. We have 2 resolutions out here. First of all, item A, resolution number 596-22.
I'll make a motion to read resolution number 596-22.
Second.
Bob,
Aye.
Galen,
Aye.
Len,
Yes.
Mary,
Aye.
Cindy,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
Resolution number 596-22, a resolution of the city of Burns Mill, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to enter into and execute an agreement with P&M Excavating for the purpose of culvert repairs.
Now, which areas was this? I know Bob had mentioned that there was a area up there at Clearview in Upper Burns Mill he was concerned that was caving in. Does that cover this?
So they're
Yeah, those ones at Clearview to replace 2 culvert pipes
Okay.
for Upper Burns Mill. And the other one is dig out and replace a culvert at 3159 Burns Mill Road.
Okay, up towards PP, I believe that is.
Right.
Yeah, I did notice one thing on this resolution is just a cleanup thing. Is at the bottom it says this resolution was passed and approved. Whatever day
Yeah, we did this. Didn't we do this by email?
Yeah, I think we
Yes.
talked, it was brought up last meeting and we did an email vote on it or something along that lines, Galen.
correct.
But is the word approved spelled correctly?
Well, it's just a long approval.
Okay. I
Officially.
get it.
Yeah,
You guys are funny.
no.
Okay.
What am I missing here?
Approved.
The word
Not
approved.
The spelling.
The spelling of approved in the
Yeah, let me-
last sentence.
Yeah, let me go down to it.
It says this resolution was passed and approved the day of.
That's the new way to spell it.
Sounds
We
good.
will correct that.
Okay.
It was
Minor
last,
thing, just I
Yeah.
happen to notice it. So
No, I think there's a template that's been reused because I've seen this before.
oh, okay.
Yeah, copy and paste.
yeah. Well, no, you can't copy and paste. Well, I guess it appeared before, certainly. Yeah.
That's
We
an
will
emphasized
correct it.
approval.
Okay. Well, can I get a motion for approval of resolution number 596-22?
I'll make a
I'll move
motion. Yep.
Approve.
I'll make a, go ahead, Mary.
I move to approve.
Approve
Second.
what?
I second.
596-22, Mary?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Isn't that what we were talking about?
Oh, yeah, but
Yes.
sometimes helps
That
us.
is, that is.
All right,
And
Bob,
and it's second.
Galen?
Aye.
Aye.
Glenn,
Yes,
Mary,
Aye.
Cindy,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
All right, moving on to item B here, resolution number 597-22.
I'll make a motion to read resolution number 597-22.
Second.
Second.
Bob,
Aye.
Galen,
Aye.
Glenn,
Yes,
Mary,
Aye.
Cindy,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
bring it back up there, Rob.
All right, I'm sorry, I thought you read quick.
And this one is Miss,
There. Resolution number 597-22, a resolution of the city of Burns Mill, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to enter into and execute agreement with the Compass Minerals America Incorporated for the purpose of salt purchase. I'll make a motion to approve.
Oh, hold on. I did want to ask. So we talked, sorry. We talked about last meeting that we may join a group of cities to purchase salt. Is this still just our own salt purchase, or is this impact with, I think it was with Evely or Crystal City had suggested we going in with them?
they did, no, this is the bid that we always get.
Okay.
I received that bid this week.
Okay, great.
We have not
I-
checked with,
I
was
think
it
your
Andy?
price was less. Yeah, it was Andy, but I think you guys were getting it for cheaper than he was.
That's
Yeah.
what I believe too. Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was in an $80 range.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
they were
looked-
like in.
Go on, Allison.
No, you're fine. I got nothing to say.
So this is what we paid last year, $71.20.
Okay.
I just received the new quote this year.
Well, I just
You know
noticed,
what? I put the wrong quote in here.
yeah, I was gonna say it expired March
Yes.
21st.
This is the wrong one.
Okay.
The current one that we received was for 81. So it went
Oh,
up
okay.
$10 a ton.
But
And-
was
and-
still,
So what my recommendation is this year we purchase it from Compass and then review it next year to go in with somebody. Because in order for us to get this, we have to get this in soon so we can reserve it and they'll hold it for us.
yeah, it's like almost buying salt futures on the open market. So. And how much are we buying? 250 tons or?
You know, Bob is not on the meeting this evening. Last year we reserved 133 tons. And we purchased all of that. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be somewhere around 150 ton,
Okay.
depending on what we used last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I can get all that information to you since I have the wrong bid in here. And we can do an email vote and then you can ratify it at the next meeting.
Okay. So can I get a motion to table this resolution right now?
I'll make a motion to table resolution number 597-22.
I'll second.
Second. Okay.
Bob,
Aye.
Galen,
Aye.
Glenn,
Yes,
Mary,
Aye.
Cindy,
Aye.
and Robin.
Yes.
All right, moving on to item 10, administrator's report.
So we're still taking applications for building inspector. The fire department declined our request as due to lack of manpower on their part. Code enforcement currently is being performed by the police department, and Marianne will continue to do administration, sending out letters and following up on code violations.
Oh, that's great.
Mary and I made a job offer to a candidate with tentative starting date of August 15th, and they're currently undergoing the pre-employment screening.
A candidate for code enforcement?
Is that what I said?
No, you
No,
said a
for
candidate.
administrative assistant.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We are in need to replace a Board of Adjustment member. A former member resigned due to moving out of the city. So we currently only have 4 Board of Adjustment members. I
Now,
have nothing.
That board doesn't meet very frequently. It's
No.
just as needed ad hoc type situation.
Correct. And I don't have anything scheduled right now for it. But just if anyone knows of anyone,
I would suggest contacting Jason Matthews. I know Jason said he'd still be available for service if needed, so it might be worthwhile.
yeah, and I reached out to him and did not hear back from him.
Okay.
I'll get with you, Rob, to see if you have his current phone number. And
Sure. Yep.
maybe he's changed.
Okay.
Vendors for Fall Festival are being contacted. And I've also talked to Rhea with the Historic Society, and they're moving forward with getting vendors.
Oh, great.
In your packet, I put a consent agenda sample for you guys to review and consider. A couple things. Well, one, it would expedite the meetings. And I put a list of, if there's something on the agenda that you want to discuss, that can be taken out of the consent agenda and always be discussed in the open meeting.
Okay.
Well, I kind of like that idea. Really moves things along.
You know, and it's going to help, and I know it doesn't seem like much, but when you look at the minutes, there's a lot of time involved by staff typing minutes. Another thing that could slim the process down for us, for the staff, is when we read a resolution or an ordinance, there's really no need to make a motion to read it, vote, then read it, and vote again. All there needs to be done is a motion to read and a vote. If there is anything to be discussed after it's read, you can still discuss it and then vote. So you don't have the redundancy of alderperson, motion to read, read, all voted A, and then motion to approve. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, and do you need a roll call vote for a resolution?
Well, yeah, you'll need a roll call vote after you read it and discuss it. You'll need a roll call vote to approve it.
If I can jump in real fast, it's nothing changes other than eliminating the motion to read the resolution by title.
Okay.
That you just eliminate that step.
So
There
we
really
just
is.
discuss the resolution that's up there. So in this case, we just open discussion on resolution number 596-22 rather than reading it. Is that correct?
You would go in and you would skip that first motion and second to read it. You would
Okay.
read it. Allison, jump in too. You would read that. And Allison, the discussion can take place and then they can make a motion to vote.
Well, resolutions are only one read. It's ordinances that are the two reads.
Two. But that first step you don't need.
So we don't read the resolution. In this
You do
case,
read it.
No.
No, you would,
Back to the minutes, Rob.
Yeah, you don't
Scroll up to the minutes.
okay.
have to make a motion to read it.
correct.
You just read it and then
I understand. So to eliminate that component, but down here, We still have to focus on the resolutions and read them.
Correct.
But we don't have to make a motion to read it.
Yes, I understood.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do have quite a few resolutions on the agenda.
Yes.
Yes. And that's just a step you really don't need.
But everything that we see in the current packet would be available in this.
Correct. Nothing changes.
Okay,
Absolutely. You get all the information. You get it. That is just a procedure that is extraneous to make a motion to read it by title, second, read it by title, and then read it again, discuss it and vote. All you need to do is read it, discuss and vote. You don't need that first step. Nothing changes as far as the information you are provided. You need that, that's required information. So no, none of that changes.
And as far as anything in the packet for the consent agenda, like Mary said, nothing changes. You'll still receive all the information that's provided currently.
All the backup, you get it.
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
Yep.
And one more thing that we may, I think we should consider is not putting pavilion permits approval on here. I can provide to you who applied for a pavilion permit. Frank, we always go to Frank and say, hey, have you had issues with this person or this group of people? And if it does, then we can deny them. But it would just be another thing that you wouldn't actually vote on, review and vote. I can put it in your packet so you know who we have approved. A lot of them we don't even bring to you if they don't have alcohol. We just approve it. And I don't know if that's in our ordinance. I don't think it is. I don't know why we started putting that on the agenda under new business for you guys to approve them. But that's another step that could be eliminated.
Well, I go along with that.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's more an administrative function.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is that the pavilions don't need that. You can do that through policy. You don't need an ordinance on it, and that can be done strictly by staff.
Yeah.
And we currently have a policy on it.
I mean, if the board wants a list of pavilion permits that have been issued, we can do that. That's not a problem. But that's an administrative function. I'm hoping to have you guys be focused on the bigger pictures of annexation and code changes and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we're not getting all of them anyway at this point, so might as well get none of them.
Yeah. And at one time, Mary Ann would put in your packet when you guys were in person, should put in your packet building permits that were approved. If you guys want us to begin doing that again, we certainly can. Just for your information, so you know what's going on out there and what staff is doing, but not necessarily discuss it. Just an informational.
I don't know if we do. I'm not particularly interested in all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think if a board member has a particular question about a specific permit, they can certainly call, or if we have it out on a SharePoint site or somewhere else that we've got it electronically, so it should be easy enough to access and review at that point.
Okay.
Right.
You know, the idea is to make it a little bit more electronic and less cumbersome. You know, if you start burying then links into this and that, copying documents in, that's more work for you guys again. And
Yeah, it just keeps adding work to staff.
right.
And that's all I had. Administrator Holden, did you have anything?
No, you covered all the topics. Thank you very much.
All right.
What
Administrator
was what was
Venture.
this? Yeah, what was this Amazon or this Amarin
It was just
thing in there for?
something that I got in the mail, and it was just informational that.
Turn to this guy here, Galen.
Yeah.
Yeah. that-
Just FYI.
Yeah, they're replacing our meters. And Galen, you're in a newer home, so you may not have one like that, but one of our places here has an older meter. I had a new meter head box put in last year, and they put the old meter in because it's all discolored. And I said, when are you going to replace the meter? He said, no, it's part of a upgraded meter program that's coming out and will be out next year or so to do that. So in your situation, you may have the newest and best, but some of the residents around here don't have the newer meters.
Right. Okay.
And I think some of these now are the cellular meters, so you don't even have to come up to the meter to do the reading. It's just a drive by, and it collects it just as the van drives by.
Oh,
So does City Hall have gas?
We do.
Mhm.
I saw it on the bill. What is operating on gas?
Nothing yet, but our new HVA system will be.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's just I think that bill on the warrants was just for a meter charge, right? Or a service charge.
Correct.
You have to pay just to have the service.
Yeah.
And we had to have the service connected so Premier Heating and Cooling could finish hooking up and be ready for winter to make sure that it's working. And
So there's a base cost of $31.55 to have a gas meter at any location, I believe is what they're saying.
correct.
Just like with Jeff County Water, you have I think it's a $10.50 charge, whether you use any water or not, just to have a tap.
Right.
Correct.
okay. Now I know.
Mhm. Administrator LaVenture, I was going to ask, what is your plans as far as I know you're going to be retiring sometime in the near future. How near is that future?
That future is next Thursday.
All right.
all right.
So looking like the 11th of August, huh?
Correct.
Okay.
So are we going to celebrate?
You betcha. We'll see if Glenn will celebrate.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you, Deb and
Okay.
Mary. Okay, moving on to department head reports.
I have nothing from Bob.
Nothing from Bob. I did want to mention one thing to Bob. Is here. If you could pass it on at the, and I won't even cover the mayor's report. I'm just concerned down at the S turn on Lower Burns Mill. There's a dead tree on the other side of the road from where that big oak was cut. And I mean,
Okay.
it's very close to the road, and it's looks pretty dead. And I'm concerned that something may fall, and it could either hit a car or fall in the road and then impair traffic. So
Okay.
we really
I
need
will.
to look at that. It's hard to tell if it's on the right of way or if it's not. I think we, from a safety perspective, it just needs to go in there and get removed.
Okay.
I was working on trees right now up in Frank's Road. We had a couple trees fall.
Okay. Yeah, it was a little windy here a few hours ago. All right, Frank, spin it over to you for reports.
All right. I don't have a picture of it. I wish I did, but the High Ridge Fire Department has donated a trailer mounted light tower and diesel power generator that we're going to use as part of our emergency management equipment. They replaced it. The one that they have, it's been in a garage for several years and it's on our back lot. So we can trailer it to places if we need the light areas up or power some things with a generator. Pretty nice.
What type of outlets does it have on it? Just regular, what do you plug,
Yeah.
regular?
Regular plugs. It's got some very large halogen lights that you could put up on a tower
Mm,
above it, running off the generator, and then you can run quite a few plugs off of it at the same time.
Great.
I think it has very few hours on it. It's a few years old, but they bought a new one and donated it to us for use. So
Good. Is it diesel or is it
diesel.
natural gas? Diesel. So a lot of those diesel generators, I know from experience, you have to exercise just to keep
Once a week, well, we've got that worked out.
Yeah, just to, you almost have to run it for, I know our big generators that we run, we have to run for 30 minutes just to heat up enough to heat the block up enough to evaporate any moisture that may have, contained in it. So it's not just start it up and 2 minutes later, shut it off. So
So once a month or once a week, Rob, they do that.
we do ours once a week, but it's substantial. It's got to be, I know it's bigger than anything that you have.
I'm sure it's mission critical too.
Yes, it is. Yeah, ours is.
All right. And got an officer scheduled to attend a less lethal class next week to evaluate the possibility of us using beanbag rounds to mitigate threats. I attended 2 different Zoom meetings hosted by Jefferson County Drug Prevention Coalition, and one of those meetings was law enforcement specific. Thanks to Caitlin Mary, I was a guest speaker at the Jefferson County Senior Expo last week at Northwest High School. And I talked about how our elderly community is being targeted for many different types of frauds. Thank you, Caitlin Mary, for the honor. I appreciate that. I've signed a contract with Flock Cameras awaiting an install date. Meeting with the company that is going to be installing our cameras here in City Hall and the police department on Friday to finalize some things. And we have started our monthly firearm simulator training and our monthly taser muscle memory training. So those 2 types of trainings will be documented every month. On August 22nd, which is a Monday, Myrma, our insurance company, is coming in between, I believe it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 8 o'clock at night to do the virtual firearms training with the officers that they do twice a year. And I'd like to invite the board to come in if they would like to try that. And you get a lot of critical incidents. And
What day is that, Frank?
August 22nd, it's a Monday from 2 in the afternoon until 8 o'clock at night. And I just like for the board to see some of the scenarios that they put us through, and like shoot, don't shoot type scenarios. And
Staff attended that last time he was here, and it's really an eye opener to see how quickly they have to make decisions.
a lot of bad things going on in this country with assaults on law enforcement officers. So this training is very critical. And then the last thing that I have is next Tuesday after court, Bill Alter, our reserve officer, is retiring after 40 years in law enforcement. Going to be kind of a sad day, but Bill is the last officer still on this police department from when I started a little over 3.5 years ago. So it's going to be kind of a new start for us. We are having a gathering for Bill on Saturday, August 20th at Spring Hill Church. If any of the board is interested in attending, I will get you a flyer. It's an invite only. It's not, I don't want to say it's not open to the public, but I need to know how many people are coming for food. Kind of honor Bill. So that's all I have.
And there was a very nice article in the Leader this week on Bill and
Yes.
his duty to the city. So thank you to the Leader.
Caitlin Mary took care of that for us.
Yeah, good job on that, Caitlin. Very, very nice article.
That's
So
all
I know
I have.
we all appreciate Bill's service that he's given us through the many, many years. I think he's 30 years?
30 years here, or give or take a year, and then 10 years with Jefferson County Sheriff's Department Reserve Unit. So he's been in law enforcement 40 years and has never taken a paycheck for his services. So pretty dedicated man.
Definitely so.
Thank you.
I wanted to take the opportunity to thank Frank for his helping the people of Woodview Acres when we lost our electricity for the day. He arranged for a cooling shelter for some of our residents up at the Spring Hills Presbyterian Church. And he kept everybody apprised of that. It was extremely nice the way he jumped in and handled that. Thank you from all of us here in Woodview.
Thanks, Frank. It's my honor. It's my honor. Thank you.
All right, moving on, commission reports. Do we have any commission reports?
We have none,
All right. Moving on.
other than the Planning and Zoning Committee will not meet this month,
Okay,
which was scheduled for this coming Monday.
okay. Was there anything critical on their agenda?
There was nothing on their agenda.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, then moving on to mayor's report. Couple things I want to touch on. One is the last week I was up doing grass cutting and went up and weed eated along the road where our house is, and was just amazed at the amount of little shot bottles. I think I filled both of my pockets full of them that were littering on the side of the road. Other stuff it is just disappointing to see the amount of trash that gets thrown out. And I've talked to Bob about this a couple times, and it's estimated that we're spending anywhere between 10 to 15% of our staff budget just picking up trash after people throwing stuff out the window. And it's unfortunate we have to do this. We're such a limited staff anyhow, with what we've got here, and to have to go out and pick up litter because people are so disrespectful that they think they can throw their McDonald's bag out the window and it'll just go away. Well, it doesn't. And it, the Polar Pop cups are out there, and straws and lids, and like I say, the majority. I was just shocked at the amount of these little shot bottles, the hot shot things. I don't know what you refer to them as, but you can buy them at the checkout counter at the gas station. So that means they're not throwing them out full either. So there's something happening to the liquid that's in there, and I doubt they're dumping it out. So it's just disappointing to some extent, because eventually that gets goes into our rivers and our water supply. So it's not good. So speaking of things going into our rivers, nice segue there. On the 27th of this month, we're going to have Operation Clean Stream. So it's the 55th anniversary of Clean Stream. So we will be kicking off at Rockford Beach at 9 a.m. on Saturday, the 27th, and floating down to Burnsville City Park, collecting tires, trash, rubbish, whatever we can get our hands on that's not naturally occurring in the river. So anybody wishing or willing to participate, certainly let me know. I will send you a link, Debbie, for sign up, and we can put a little blurb out on our website about
Okay.
that. That they do have a portal that you can go to sign up, but that's not required. You can certainly show up the day of the event and sign up. It is just a waiver form that has to be signed to waiver of liability. So we will be, hopefully the weather will cooperate for us, and we'll have good water levels and be able to do that. Additionally, on the 20th, if the water levels are also in our favor, we'll do another float from Burnsville City Park down to Bud Meyer's property, down at where the old maintenance shop is, down at the intersection of Franks Road and Burnsville Road. We have permission to take out down there, and it's a good area to take out. We floated that last year and picked up another 90 to 100 tires down in that section.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I spoke to Caitlin in depth about this. I believe there's going to be an article in Leader on Clean Stream, but each year these tires continually churning up, and then other trash just churns up because it's sort of buried in the gravel bars, and the river's changing and evolving, and this stuff just rolls out, and it's just unfortunate, and just lucky to have a good group of volunteers wanting to help out with this. So I appreciate everybody that wants to help and do that. So if anybody's interested, certainly, like I say, give me a call, shoot me an email, let me know, and you're more than welcome. We do have some spare boats and that. And Glenn, I'll be using your boat again from up at the maintenance shop. It's a great garbage cow. It's a nice big one, so we can put a lot of stuff in it. It works out well, but we do have some spare kayaks and canoes. So anybody else interested in participating, please let me know.
You said the 20th?
Well, the 27th is the primary date. And
Oh, okay.
20th is my additional float that I'm going to try to organize just for a group going from the city park down to Bud Myers property. And mainly, we do have a group, a clean stream that's ran by Scott. Devin, missing his last name, Scott Darrell. Yeah, Daryl. They do the group at the area right at the city park and down around the bend a little bit. The challenge with once you're at the city park and you go down around that bend, there are two big sycamore trees now that are laying across the river completely that have fallen in from the far side of the bank. So it's going to be, they're not going to be able to go too far down the river. So we'll try to pick up what we can there and just go on down river with it. So anyhow, the 27th is our choice date. If something bad happens weather-wise, we'll have to put off to the following weekend, to Labor Day. But we always try to do it on the 3rd or 4th weekend of August, just to avoid the holiday weekend. All right.
Thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to do it. I think this is my 15th year doing it, so we've enjoyed it, and it's been a lot of fun. All right, moving on to public forum. Has there been any questions submitted from the public for the board?
Nothing submitted.
All right. Very good. Moving on to item 15, closed session. I do believe we need to have a closed session. Is that correct, Deb?
We do.
All right. Can I get a motion, please, from somebody?
I make a motion to adjourn to, I can't see it, to close session, for the purpose, for the purpose of closed record, closed vote pursuant to RSMO 610.0211, 1 legal, 2 real estate, 3 personnel.
Second.
Galen.
Aye.
Glenn.
Yes.
Mary.
Aye.
Cindy.
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
And Robin.
I
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. Have a safe rest of the week and weekend, and we'll talk again soon.
All right.
So Deb, can you send me that link? Is it the same link?
Did email it out? No, it was emailed out earlier today, I believe. Yes.
I emailed it
Yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got the board packet, and then I emailed it after the board.
Okay,
packet.
I'll look for it.
And
Thank
if you don't, I will send that to you, Mary.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Bye, all.
everyone.
Bye. Bye, Caitlin, Mary.
Bye.